Hey, it's been a while since I blogged. Eh, anyway, I'm just gonna get right into it, okay? So, what I've been doing for the past week or so is I've been mostly watching movies and playing games, obviously, because I'm cooped up in my room 24/7 during the summer, because I don't have a car. I don't have my license, at least not yet. Now, I got my regular citizen ID or whatever the fuck it's called. Hold on, let me get it for a second. I absolutely hate the look on my face. At least this way, I can actually prove that I'm over the age of 18. In fact, this year I turned 20 years old. And pretty soon I'm going to be registered at CPCC, which is kind of a good thing because I'll get to see my friend Isabel. And also my first love that I mentioned in the graduation blog. And a whole bunch of my other friends. So anyway, I want to show you some of the movies I've watched so far this summer. Well, actually, so far this year, really. This one I really love. It's a great movie. And when I first heard that Ice Cube's son was in this movie, playing his dad, I was actually kind of curious to see whether or not he was a good actor. Quite frankly, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, he's a better actor than Ice Cube. This is not a knock on Ice Cube, because he's very successful as an actor and a rapper. But I swear to God. Let's see. That guy right there on the bus with the hat. See? Right in the middle. That's Ice Cube's son. There he is again. And they look exactly alike. I mean, the first time I even saw him on screen, I immediately thought it was the actual Ice Cube. Anyway, here's another movie I actually first saw last year when I was going through a massive depression back in December, but I'll get into that in the next blog. This movie about, okay, these guys right here, Robin Williams and that other guy. And that other guy, you might not know his name, but you'll probably know his face from the movie Mouse Hunt. The guy with the mustache. And if you'll know his voice, he was Timon in The Lion King. And they play a gay couple, which is kind of controversial because this movie's from the 80s. And back then, homosexuality was kind of taboo back then. And the other guy's name is Nathan Lane. What's interesting is he actually is gay. Like, legit, he's really gay. Quite frankly, when it comes to homosexuality, in my opinion, quiet. I really don't care. I'm not the kind of guy that's like, oh, I have a friend who's gay, and it doesn't matter if he's gay as long as he doesn't make a pass at me. Like, I mean, come on, look at me. I've been hit on by so many people, guys and girls. Okay, as long as you're polite to me, I don't give a shit. Say what you want, just don't embarrass me. Just don't embarrass me. Anyway, so these two guys have a son named Val, who's straight, and he ends up meeting a girl and they get engaged, and the girl's dad, Gene, played by this guy, Gene Hackman. I don't know what the fuck he's been in besides this movie, but he's homophobic, and so that's kind of a big problem. And they put together the two guys and their son put together this elaborate scheme to cover it up. And come to think of it, it's kind of like Two Worlds, except in Two Worlds, the movie I'm working on, it shows why you shouldn't be racist towards specific groups of people when it comes to religion. In this movie, it does the same thing, but with homosexuality. But other than that, it's nothing like Two Worlds. Which, okay, so earlier in this week, I spoke to Sohaib, and I offered the role of Drunk Chad to him. And he asked what other characters he could play. I mentioned Jasmine's asshole boyfriend. I haven't heard from him since. Anyway, on to another movie I've watched. This this movie y'all might have heard of, but I don't know if you've seen it. Called The Rocky Horror Picture Show. This guy right here plays a transvestite. His name is his name right there in the second line, Tim Curry. You might not know his name, but you'll know his voice. Hold up, let me show you that for a second. This guy. If you remember the Wild Thornberrys, that's Mr. Thornberry, the voice. It's kind of fucked up when you think about it. He plays a transvestite in this movie, and actually it's because of that movie that he became famous. He's also done a lot of voice acting. He's a really creepy actor, but he does pull it off. He was in a few Scooby-Doo movies as the villain. But anyway, I don't want to get into it. But one of the games I played throughout most of the summer so far is Fallout 3. I can't find the case to it, but the disc is right up there. Anyway, so the game I was playing before I started filming was this, Kingdom Hearts. And little something you might not have known. This guy named Sora, he's played by Haley Joel Osment. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's Emily Osment's brother. He's the guy from The Sixth Sense he's a little kid from The Sixth Sense that says, "I see dead people." And there's actually a lot of celebrities that were involved in this game that I didn't realize until later on in life. One of my favorite singers, Jesse McCartney, is Roxas. The late Christopher Lee as Diz, aka Ansem the Wise. And of course, everyone knows Christopher Lee as Count Dooku from Star Wars. Yeah. Rest in peace, Count Dooku. Anyway. And also, I haven't really been playing this game very much because I'm pretty much bored of it. Because I grew up playing it constantly. This is kind of like a kiddie version of Assassin's Creed. Except you don't really kill people. You just knock them out and stuff. And this is actually becoming a movie sometime soon. Anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh yeah. I've been working on this movie Two Worlds constantly, and I'm up to the point where Lenny had just met Jasmine's dad, and they invite him to church. Anyway, I'm gonna stop there because I gotta go. I'll see you next time. Bye.